Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Week 180 of my journey. Gonna give you an update. This week we have week 3 OMAD results. We're doing 1 meal a day for the entire month of January. So I have my week 3 scale results for you. I'm gonna talk about this past week because I kind of experimented a little bit with OMAD. I did something a little bit differently, so we're gonna talk about that. Also, there is a specific reason why I'm wearing this shirt right now, so stay tuned for that. And we're gonna talk about my excess skin. Yep, we're gonna dive into it. I'm going to show you my skin. I've showed it before, but we're gonna talk about my skin in this video. I'm gonna show it to you, but we're also going to try on some of my goal clothes for after skin removal surgery, the clothes that I just do not feel comfortable wearing right now. I want to have it documented, share it with you guys, just totally put myself out there, but be able to see the before videos of my skin. Because then we're gonna have the after videos next year, after surgery. So let's get into it right now. Alright guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here, welcome. I'm the incredible shrinking Steffi. I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel, be a part of my journey, and allow me to be a part of yours. This channel is my journey to lose a total of 200 pounds from my highest weight of 374. I talk about my food addiction and the issues of obesity that I have lived with my entire life. I talk a lot about the mental parts of this journey. I also share what I eat in a day videos with you. I have been losing my weight with dirty keto / low carb and intermittent fasting for the last 3.5 years. And I reached 180 pounds lost at the end of last year. So super exciting, super exciting. Crazy to even say 180 pounds for my highest weight. Like, that's just insane. But anyway, I share the real truth of my weight loss journey. We take this journey together. So if that interests you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, I have a support group on Facebook, The Shrinkables. Come join us over there. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. All of that is down below. All right, guys, so let me share a little bit about this shirt that I'm wearing. So this shirt I got in Texas when I went to go visit my girl Callie Jojo. And I got this shirt, San Antonio, Texas, when we went to the River Walk. And it's a size medium. I wanted to wear it for this video because I put it on today and it fits comfortably. It's a little tiny bit snug here around the hips. I got the hips going on. But I want to show you a before picture of what I looked like in this shirt at the beginning of last year. I have lost 34 pounds since the beginning of last year, which is super awesome. 2023, I mean, I reached so many goals last year, but being able to just look at myself in this shirt, but then seeing that picture and how I looked at the beginning of last year, I just hope that it inspires someone out there just to keep going. Get to a moment where you can look back and you can wear a certain piece of clothing and fit comfortably in it and look back and see, you know, how far you've come. So it's such a great feeling. Those NSVs, non-scale victories, oh, we got to focus on those. We got to focus on those because those are what drives us. Those are what keeps us going. And so I just wanted to share it with you because I'm really excited. Did I say that it's a medium? I think I said it's medium. So I fit into a medium shirt, which is really awesome. It's really awesome. So just wanted to share that little NSV with you. Okay guys, before we get into the excess skin and all the fun stuff that comes with that, we're going to talk about OMAD and what I did differently this past week. So I have already lost 11 pounds for the month of January doing OMAD 1 meal a day. I lost 7 pounds the first week and then 4 more pounds the second week. And so I knew like that was a lot of water weight and bloat from holiday weight gain just gone. And so I knew it was going to slow down. Obviously, it's going to slow down. But I did something a little bit differently. So I do low carb OMAD. That's pretty much what I do. I stay low carb. That's my lifestyle now. But this week I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play around a little bit with OMAD, because OMAD is pretty much about calorie restriction, right? Like you're fasting for the entire day and you have that one meal and you're consuming your calories in that one meal. But you're not overdoing it, right? It doesn't really matter what you eat. It truly doesn't matter what you eat as long as you're in a calorie deficit. That's how OMAD works. So I said, okay, well, there's that little wiggle room, that little bit of wiggle room that I talk about that I love, because I can have a little bit of extra that I want. And so I tend to do that anyway. Like if I'm cooking, let's say I'm cooking chicken and asparagus or a big salad or something like that, and then I'll cook like tater tots or like French fries or some sort of carby side for the family, I'm gonna have a little bit of something, like when we have breakfast for dinner. I have, like the bacon and the eggs and sausage or whatever, but then I'll have a little bit of home fries because there is that wiggle room. So one of the nights I decided to have pepperoni pizza, just regular pepperoni pizza from George's Pizza, my favorite pizza place here. And so I had a couple pieces of pizza that night, but then the kids got a ham Italian sandwich. And so I had like half a ham Italian sandwich as well. So carbs, hello, pizza and bread and just all the good stuff, right? And so I decided to have that. Didn't feel like I was totally stuffed because it is just one meal. I woke up the next morning and I was the exact same weight. And so I didn't gain anything, which felt amazing. Did it stall me? Possibly, like I need to ask myself, like, is it worth it? Like you have to think, is it stalling you? Possibly. But for me, this is learning. I'm learning how to live my life. I'm learning how to balance. So throughout the entire week, I have not really been eating super healthy. I haven't been like overdoing it and just eating junk all the time, obviously. But every single night, almost every single night, I had a little something extra, but not really eating healthy food. Like last night I did have a big salad, but I also had some lasagna that our neighbor made for us because we've been really sick. And so she's so sweet. And so she made us a lasagna so that I wouldn't have to cook. And so I did end up having a salad, but I had some lasagna with it. And so I noticed on the scale this week, eating normal foods, normal bad foods, did not affect me. I shouldn't say didn't affect me because it could have stalled me. So let me just talk about the weigh-in. I weighed in at 196.8, I believe, last week. And this morning I weighed in at 196.6. So eating a little bit of extra carbs this week, did it prevent me from losing more weight? Possibly, but maybe not. I've already lost 11 pounds. I had already lost 11 pounds this month. So it was going to slow down no matter what. I wasn't going to have a big weight loss this week anyway. So yeah, it was just very interesting to me. I just wanted to experiment a little bit. Obviously, I'm not going to be eating junk food all the time and just like crappy foods that are not good for me. But I'm noticing that when I do OMAD, I can have some trigger foods and they don't affect me. They don't trigger my addiction because I just jump right back into OMAD the next day. As long as I'm fueling my body with protein, as long as I'm, filling my body up so that I can last the entire day until the next meal, I feel good. And so it's really been teaching me how to live. What are you doing? It's really been teaching me how to live this life, And so I know like there are some people out there that, you believe abstinence is the best way, which yes, when you have an addiction, you need to stay away from what's going to trigger that addiction, right? I don't want that. I don't want to live that kind of life. I want to live a normal, balanced life. That doesn't mean that I want to have all my trigger foods all the time. Obviously not. I don't want to eat them all the time, but I want to enjoy them once in a while. I want to be able to say, oh, why don't we just go out for pizza? Or why don't we do this? I want to be able to do that. And so that's always been a goal for me. When I do OMAD, I can do that. When I'm not doing OMAD, I cannot do that. So I think figuring out what works and what doesn't is super key. So I know that there's going to be some people that don't agree with this at all. But I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this for 3.5 years. And throughout these 3.5 years, I have studied myself. I have learned about myself. Every moment that I fall down, every moment that I fail or make a mistake, I use that as an opportunity to learn more about myself and what is working for me. And this is something that I have learned that, gosh, this is something that I have learned what works for me is that when I do OMAD, when I am in a calorie deficit, when I'm doing calorie restriction, I can enjoy the foods that I love without triggering my food addiction. But the majority of the time, I'm going to be healthy. The majority of the time, I'm going to live a low-carb lifestyle because that's what works for me. That's what makes me feel great. But I'm reaching a point where another 20 pounds is all I have to go. I just have to lose 20 more pounds to get to my ultimate goal. Well, 22 pounds to get to my ultimate goal. And then it's maintenance. Like, we need to learn how to live our lives so that we can do this for the rest of our lives. You know, what is going to work for you? And it may look completely different for you. Maybe you are someone that needs to stay away from anything that's going to trigger you. Maybe you're someone that can't do OMAD. Maybe you have to eat your 2 meals a day or 3 meals a day. Find what works for you. Find what's going to be a good balance for you, because that is what maintenance is going to be like, you know? And I feel like when we're on this weight loss journey, we really need to figure that part out. Like, how are we going to be able to maintain this weight loss? It's not just about losing the weight. It's not like when you're just going to get to that destination, that final scale goal, then it's over. No, we start the next chapter. We start the next chapter of maintaining. And so finding out what that looks like for you is super important. And I'm learning what's working for me. And so I wanted to experiment a little bit this past week and just kind of try something new and just eat like a normal person, right? Like eat like a normal person that's not trying to lose weight. And when I'm doing OMAD, I can do that and not gain any weight. I lost 0.2 pounds this week, you know, still with an 11-pound weight loss. So it was really exciting. But moving into the final week of the month, I will definitely be staying more low carb because we got goals, baby. We're still in weight loss mode, right? But I am still just kind of playing around with things and learning how to live this lifestyle that I'm going to be living for the rest of my life. And I don't want to complicate anything, you know? Why complicate it? We want to keep things simple. And keeping things simple just means figuring out what's going to work for you going forward. All right, guys. Let's talk about the skin. You ready to get into it? Okay. So, I got some excess skin. I have shown you guys skin. It's been a while. I made a video showing you guys what a 150-pound weight loss truly looks like. And when I look at my excess skin, I do have... Okay, I don't know if you can see. We're going to just be showing the skin. Okay? This is the skin. Let me just put this up here. When I look at this skin, there's two things that come into mind. I am reminded of the damage that I did to my body for the last 40 years. But I'm also reminded of the success that I've had, you know, in losing this weight. I mean, 180 pounds, almost 180 pounds gone from this body. So the excess skin is a reminder of everything that I have been able to overcome, everything that I have been able to push through. And so it just really means a lot. It just really means a lot to me. But even though this skin can remind me of my success, I don't want it. I want it removed. I want it gone. I'm done with it. So skin removal surgery will be at some point next year. I'm thinking in the beginning of the year. I'm going to go for another consult, but we're just doing the belly. I'm not doing the arms. I do have a lot of excess skin in my arms. It just hangs. But oddly, this doesn't even really bother me. Like, I can wear sleeveless dresses. I know I have excess skin. I know it waves at people when I'm moving my arms, but it doesn't bother me. Like, it doesn't bother me like the other parts of my body. So it would be $10,000 to get skin removal on my arms. And when it doesn't really bother me, I can't justify spending $10,000. For my belly, I plan on getting the Fleur, which is the upper belly and the lower belly. Insurance will cover the paniculectomy, which is the lower belly portion of it. So my portion is going to be $8,000, $8,000 and some change. For me, that's going to be worth it because my clothes are going to fit so much better. I'm going to feel so much better. The more weight I lose, the heavier I feel, as I have like all this skin just hanging down, and it feels like fat. Like it honestly feels like fat because it's heavy. I mean, the surgeon said I probably have about 8 to 10 pounds of excess skin on my body. My legs for me are the worst part. I don't know if because I carried my weight in my legs, and so it's the worst part. And I wish that I wish things were different when it came to my lower body, because I feel like I'm never going to be able to wear a dress that comes like up here or shorts, because I have so much skin on my legs. I have so much skin. And I'm very self-conscious about it. And it's annoying. It's really annoying. And for that, it's going to be $11,000 to get skin removal surgery on my thighs. So if I win the lottery or something, maybe I'll consider it. But right now we are focusing on the belly, because that is definitely going to happen next year. And I'm really excited about it, and I'm nervous about it. But I know I'm going to get through it, and it's going to be really good. So I do have a few pieces of clothing that I did want to try on just to show you guys, and just to have it documented that these are things that I just don't feel comfortable wearing because of the skin. And I just want to show it to you guys, but then also be super excited to wear it after surgery and just do the whole comparison thing. So let's go ahead and just try some stuff on. Okay guys, so I was editing my video and I noticed that all of the clips that I got of me in the clothes, the camera was just not cooperating. It was completely out of focus. And I'm editing it and I'm like, oh my gosh, seriously? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try on all the clothes again. I'm just gonna show it to you focused so that you guys can see it. But I'm gonna use some of the audio from yesterday, just because I don't remember everything that I said. So I'm just kind of gonna put it together. It's gonna be combined. Some clips will probably be a little unfocused, but I want to show the clothes when the camera is cooperating. Oh my gosh, how frustrating. It's the joys of being a YouTuber, right? No, I love what I do, seriously. But it's work, right? Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the first dress. And we're gonna make sure that it's focused this time. So this dress I got recently because I really wanted to, I could picture wearing it on our honeymoon. My husband and I have never had a honeymoon. And so my girl Callie, she's a travel agent. She's gonna book us a good trip. She's gonna get us a good deal on a good trip to go on our honeymoon in 2026, getting skin removal surgery next year. And then the next year we're going on a honeymoon. So I could just picture myself wearing this, but I am just not comfortable with the skin. And I don't know if you can see, I don't know if the camera can really get it, but I mean, I just have it everywhere. Like I'm just not comfortable with it. So like this is something that I am going to enjoy seeing myself in after skin removal. But yeah, it's just kind of annoying. It's like, it's just there. And after losing so much weight, it's like, I want to feel confident. I want to feel comfortable in my body, you know? Losing 200 pounds, I don't want to still feel uncomfortable in my body, and my skin just does. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so this dress I got online, and I actually haven't tried it on in a while. I actually look better in it than I did before, so that's pretty cool. But as you can see, you can clearly see my skin. The type of material this is, it's like I'm not holding anything back. I'm going to show you all I got. And so with my skin, like you can just see it. Like there's no hiding it. And so just the rolls are there. And but it's such a pretty dress. Isn't this pretty? So pretty. But, and so like when I move, you know, you can just see it. And I'm ready for it to be gone. So, yeah, I mean, I've got just skin everywhere, everywhere. I mean, but it's part of losing weight, right? Like, I mean, this is a part of my story. My skin, my excess skin is a part of my story. And I hope that I can get my full body done. Honestly, like I would love to get a full makeover, you know? I just don't know if that's possible financially. But God's going to make it happen if it's possible, but we're just going to do what we can right now. So this was one of the other ones. It's going to look a whole lot better after surgery. All right, on to the next one. All right, this one I'm actually going to just refilm and just talk. And hopefully remember what I said. I have kids home though today. It's a snow day today, so if I get interrupted, then mom life, right? So I am obsessed with leggings, absolutely obsessed with leggings. And the most important reason why is because of my skin. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel more confident. It just kind of sucks everything in. However, I still don't like the way that I look in leggings. Like you can clearly still see my skin. But my friend Pumby has been giving me her clothes that don't fit her anymore because she's on her own weight loss journey. So I've been getting her clothes, which is awesome. And so a couple shirts that she gave me recently are like really short and completely out of my comfort zone. So hopefully the camera stays focused, focus. But these ones are like really short. But I want to feel comfortable in shirts like this that does expose, you know, my stomach, you know. But obviously after skin removal surgery, I'm going to feel much more confident in clothes like this with like really short shirts. And I would also like to wear like these types of shirts with like some jeans or something, you know. So like things that don't even go above my belly. But obviously I don't feel comfortable with that because I've got the skin hanging there. So just another goal of mine is to just feel confident in shorter shirts and not want to hide my belly all the time, you know? I feel like I've always lived like that. I've always lived trying to hide my body and just get to a point of not wanting to hide anymore. I don't want to hide anymore. I want to feel confident in my, you know, with my body. So I have another one too that I'm going to show you, which is a shorter one. So 1 second. All right, this shirt is actually one that I wore in one of my recent videos. But again, it's a shorter one. And with leggings, you know, you can just clearly see my skin. Like it's just, there's no hiding it, you know? It's just there. So again, it's just another one that I want to feel better in after surgery. So yeah, I love that I'm getting all these cute clothes from her though. Thank you, Pumpy. It's awesome. So the next clip is going to be what I filmed yesterday. It's a little unfocused, not super bad. I think it'll do, but I didn't want to refilm all of that and what I said. So we'll just finish up the video now. I know that there is a different way of thinking that I could have. You know, like I could be like, I'm confident with this body. You know, like I am gonna just flaunt it. I'm gonna embrace it, you know, like I've come so far, I've lost all this weight, and so I am going to feel confident in this body. Now, I do, guys, don't get me wrong. Don't take this the wrong way because I am super proud of myself and how far I have come. But to have something that I've never had before, to experience something that I have never experienced before, I feel like I deserve that. I feel like it's something that I have to go through, that I have to experience. I've never had a flat belly. I can't even imagine what it feels like to have a flat belly. And so to be able to have that, it's not even about the looks, it's about feeling comfortable in my own skin. Never once have I felt comfortable in my own skin. And if I have to chop off some skin to do that, then that is what I'm going to do. I worked so hard. To get this weight off. And so I just feel like that's the next step in just enjoying my success and to see my success, you know? and to really embrace it. And so I don't want you guys to think that I'm not confident in you know, what I am right now, like in who I am right now, and what I look like right now, because I do. I feel confident. I do. And I could totally accept it and be like, oh yeah, I have a little bit of extra skin, and I do. I wear these clothes out. I don't hide it. But it doesn't make me feel good. I don't look at it and be like, oh, that's pretty. You know, like I just want to experience the other part. And those of you who have had skin removal surgery, you know, you get it. You understand what that's like, you know? And so I want to feel that. I want to understand. It's just I want to experience that next chapter of my life. So those are the outfits. I probably have more in my wardrobe, and I'm sure there's going to be more that obviously I will feel much more comfortable in after getting my skin removed and just feeling more confident. But I wanted to show them to you guys and just take this journey together, and yeah, just keep going. We're just gonna keep going. We're not gonna stop no matter what. If you're still watching right now, leave me a bunch of heart emojis because I just love you guys so much. You're so special to me. Thank you for all the support that you give me. You truly are the ones that just motivate me and inspire me to keep going. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and join my support group on Facebook. I will see you at the next video, which should be an eating video. What I eat in a day, some more OMAD meals, some more low carb meals for you guys. All right, guys, stay safe and choose health. Bye. And I reached a 180-pound weight loss goal. When did I do that? And I reached a 180-pound lost weight loss. But the majority of the time, I am going to be healthy.